Open here in Metro Atlanta. Also, the plan to keep you safe.
This is CBS 46 News at 9 on Peachtree TV. Getting results.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for CBS 46 News at 9. I'm Mike Dunstan.
And I'm Alicia Roberts. First here tonight at 9 o'clock as coronavirus cases continue to rise here in Georgia. Social distancing still remains a big issue.
That's right. Tonight, video and pictures of folks gathering in large crowds here in Atlanta, spreading like wildfire on social media. Right now, CBS 46's Yasmina Alston joining us live. Yasmina, some city leaders have actually been getting complaints already.
Mike, that's right. Atlanta Councilman Antonio Brown says that he's already gotten tons of pictures showing large gatherings, pool parties and house parties, with hundreds of people since that shelter in place expired for most Georgians on Friday. Now I want you to take a look at this video that shows one crowd at West End Mall.
It's the weekend after Georgia's shelter-in-place expired for most Georgians. Videos like this one have since gone viral, showing large gatherings across the city. And in Atlanta, some city leaders are already getting complaints.
You see the pictures, there's like hundreds of folks congregated in very tight spaces, and you think like, hey, maybe they didn't get the memo. They don't understand how severe the situation really is.
Atlanta Councilman Antonio Brown says he's received pictures, and his advice is for people to report it. He tells me the city of Atlanta is still urging people to shelter in place.
If the governor doesn't support a shelter-in-place order, I mean, the residents are free to do as they please. And, you know, it's unfortunate because if you pay attention to the data, there's been a lot more deaths since we've started reopening Georgia.
People just want to be out.
Richard is one of many bikers meeting at a Midtown gas station. Moments before he arrived, Atlanta police came to disperse.
They usually normally let us hang out up here. I guess because of the coronavirus, that's why we're not able to hang out as much.
He tells me before the pandemic, it was okay to hang out here.
They don't make nobody get out of the park. It's the same thing if you look at it like that to me. At the park, we in the open.
And as for that video that we showed you at West End Mall, the owner tells me that this was not authorized by them and won't be tolerated. He says he was unaware, but his security team will be investigating. Live in Atlanta, Yasmina Alston, CBS 46 News.
Yasmina, thanks for the update. Right now, let's get you up to the minute on the latest coronavirus numbers from the Georgia Department of Health. There are now 28,671 confirmed cases in our state. Unfortunately, 1,179 people have died. More than 5,400 people in the hospital, and more than 183,000 people have been tested here in Georgia. Well, starting tomorrow, a major milestone in the effort to get a major part of Georgia's economy back up and running.
That's right. Several Metro Atlanta malls will reopen this week. CBS 46's Carolyn Ryan is at Lenox Square Mall in Buckhead with the story.
For the last 6 weeks, shopping malls have been shuttered, but tomorrow that all changes. The doors are opening back up. The question is, will shoppers walk through them? When you think of malls like Lenox Square, these are not the images that likely come to mind. Empty parking lots, tables, and stores. Vivid reminders of the economic devastation caused by coronavirus.
I think it's time for the malls to open. I think everyone is ready to get back to their normal, everyday routines of just shopping and enjoying life.
Simon Property Group, the largest mall owner in the U.S., agrees. 2 of its Georgia locations reopened Friday, 5 more set to reopen Monday, including Lenox Square, Phipps Plaza, Mall of Georgia, Sugarloaf Mills, and Town Center at Cobb. But will these malls rebound after weeks of lost revenue? Emory School of Business professor Doug Bowman says it depends.
And we have some data from China. When they first opened, they were getting about 30 to 40% of their regular foot traffic, but people weren't really buying stuff initially. Categories that may get sales, electronics certainly help us at home, but apparel, accessories, jewelry, things like that, I don't see that coming back in the short term anyway.
And we've posted a full list of the malls that are set to reopen this week on our website, cbs46.com. Reporting in Buckhead, Carolyn Ryan, CBS 46 News.
Carolyn, thank you. And if you are planning to head out to shop, that is, Simon Property Group announced several new health and safety measures when their malls reopen. They include spacing out sinks in the restrooms and social distancing decals on the floors, as well as limiting food court seating and closing play areas and drinking fountains. And here's a quick update on the malls that'll be open starting this week. Lenox Square, the Mall of Georgia, Phipps Plaza, Sugarloaf Mills, and Town Center at Cobb. They're all scheduled to open on Monday. Then Cumberland and Perimeter malls are set to reopen this Tuesday.
Also beginning Monday, if you are going shopping in a Costco store, you're going to want to have to wear a mask. Now, it is on its website. Costco says face coverings must be worn at all times and will not serve as a substitute for social distancing. Costco also putting a limit on the amount of meat you can buy. The company is limiting purchases of beef, pork, and poultry products to 3 items per person. Management also saying that they want folks to bring those reusable shopping bags, and they're also putting restrictions on returns. And just a reminder, we are trying to do our part to help businesses let their customers know that they have reopened. We've created a special section on the CBS 46 streaming app and website. It's called Now Open. Businesses can input their information to get on the list. In the meantime, customers can check out to find out which places are open and which services they're offering.
Tonight, the North Georgia tourism industry is trying to recover from the huge hit it has taken from the coronavirus. The governor's ban on short-term rentals, along with the state shelter-in-place order, resulted in 2 months worth of lost revenue for restaurants, retail shops, and cabin owners. Now that restrictions are lifted, a couple who owns a mountain retreat called the Toasted Marshmallow says thankfully their calendar is slowly starting to fill up.
We've got renters in there right now, and we've got only, I think, a week left available in May. And then the summer's already actually booking up quite quickly, which we love, obviously.
But it was a scary time for owners, but also just for the town itself. They do depend a lot on all those tourists. So it was weird going to downtown Blue Ridge, and it was a ghost town.
So many towns have been ghost towns in the last couple of months. That couple going on to say it is adhering to the latest CDC social distancing guidelines, including making sure all surfaces, big and small, are properly disinfected between each stay.
What a beautiful, beautiful